Hi everyone, this chapter discusses what is a project, duties and responsibility, skills of a supervisor. We will also look at 4 phases of the project life cycle and a successful project approach. Projects have been around since ancient times. Noah building the ark, Leonardo da Vinci painting the Mona Lisa, Edward Gibbon writing The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, Jonas Salk developing the polio vaccines or projects. And as you know, these were all masterful success. However, the product were a spectacular success, even if schedules and resource budgets were drastically overrun. Historically, projects were large, complex undertakings. The first project to use modern project management techniques, the Polaris weapon system in the early 1950s, was a technical and administrative nightmare. Teams of specialists planned and tracked the myriad of research, developments, and production activities. They produced mountains of papers to document intricate works. As a result, people start to view project management as a highly technical discipline with confusing chart and graph. They saw it as inordinately time-consuming, specialist-driven, and definitely off-limits for the common man or woman. Because of the ever-growing array of huge, complex, and technically challenging projects in today's world, people who want to devote their career to planning and managing those projects are still vital to their success. Over the past 30 to 35 years, however, the numbers of projects in the regular workplace has skyrocketed. Projects of all types and sizes are now the way the organizations accomplish their work. Project supervisors ensure that all aspects of a project are completed efficiently. To ensure that tasks are carried out appropriately, project supervisors need to have a clear knowledge of each task. As this is a general position, project supervisors are hired by a number of industries, the largest being the constructions, engineering, manufacturing, marketing, and design industry. The work environment for project supervisors depend on the industries. Those who work in the field of constructions, engineering, or manufacturing prefer to work on site. Meanwhile, project supervisors who work in the marketing, design, or similar office-based industry work in the standard office environments. In addition to planning projects, project supervisors supervise the lower levels employee who work from a different component of a given task. Now, let's look at the project supervisor's duty and responsibility. First, participate in the project planning process. Project supervisors work with the project managers to create a project plan and outline the resources needed to complete each phase of the project. Project supervisors must understand how each component contributes to the project to best supervise it to completion. Second, act as communication liaisons between low-level employees and senior management. Project supervisors have to have a good rapport with low-level employees to gather value feedback regarding the production process. Happy workers are more productive, so it is up to the project supervisors to work with the senior management to settle any grievance. Third, coordinate labor needs and train employees. Project supervisors are responsible for coordinating all labor needs for a given project. This involves picking internal team members as well as hiring and training external labor when necessary. It also involves creating and delivering project instructions to all team members. Fourth, work with account management to assess client needs. Project supervisors spend a majority of their days collaborating with one department or another. This also involves meeting with the account managers for a given client project to clearly understand the client's needs and budgets, which is required to provide effective supervision. Fifth, facilitate the purchase and delivery of resources. Project supervisors work with the supply chain management team to order the resources necessary to complete a project. They are also responsible for the timely delivery of these resources. 6. Make sure supervisors are complete on time and on budgets. Project supervisors perform all the tasks necessary to keep a project on time and on budgets. This involves keeping track of financial records, shipments record, daily labor log, as well as constant communications with senior management. Project supervisors need to be organized and able to think on their feet to be successful. When it comes to technical skills, project supervisors have to possess subject matter expertise in their area of employment. For example, those who work in the constructions have constructions expertise. Project supervisors use this expertise to ensure employees complete project components correctly. For soft skills, supervisors have to be excellent communicators. Part of their job is keeping their lower level employees inspired, which require the ability to build rapport and trust. And finally, project supervisors have to thrive in a deadline-driven environment. Besides this trait, project supervisors need the skills listed below to get hired. Working with project managers to plan project and outline needed resources, facilitating communications and resolving conflicts between lower-level employee and senior management, assigning internal team members to projects as well as hiring and external labor as needed, evaluating the performance of project team members to maximize productivity using financial and budget analysis to make sure projects are completely within budgets. A project is a temporary undertaking performed to produce a unique product, service, or results. Large or small, a project always has the following 3 components. First, specific scope. It means the desired result or products. Second, schedule. Schedule refers to established dates when project work start and end. Third, require resources. It refers to the necessary numbers of people and funds and other resources. A project life cycle is the series of phases that the project passes through as it goes from its start to its completions. A phase is a collection of logically related project activities that culminates in the completions of one or more project deliverables. Every project, whether large or small, passes through the following 4 life cycle phases. First, starting the project. This phase involves generating, evaluating, and framing the business needs for the project and the general approach to performing it, and agreeing to prepare a detailed project plan. Outputs from this phase may include approvals to proceed to the next phase, documentation of the needs for the project, and rough estimates of time and resources to perform it, often include in a project charter, and an initial list of people who may be interested in, involved with, or affected by the project. Second, organizing, preparing. This phase involves developing a plan that specifies the desired results, the work to do, the time, cost, and other resources required, and a plan for how to address key project tasks. Outputs from this phase may include a project plan that documents the intended project results and the time, resources, and supporting processes needed to create them. Third, the carrying out the work. This phase involves establishing the project team and the project support systems, performing the planned works, and monitoring and controlling performance to ensure adherence to the current projects. Outputs from this phase may include project results, project progress report, and other communications. And finally, closing the projects. This phase involves assessing the project results, obtaining customer approvals, transitioning project team member to new assignments, closing financials account, and conducting a post-project evaluations. Outputs from this phase may include final acceptance and approved project results, and recommendations and suggestions for applying lessons learned from this project to similar effort in the future. For small projects, this entire life cycle can take just a few days. For larger projects, it can take many years. In fact, to allow for greater focus on key aspects and to make it easier to monitor and control the work, project managers or supervisors often subdivided larger projects into separate phases, each of which is treated as mini project and passes through these 4 life cycle phases. No matter how simple or complex the project is, however, these 4 phases are the same. In a perfect world, you complete on one phase of your project life cycle before you move on to the next one. And after you complete that phase, you never return to it again. But the world isn't perfect, and project success often requires a flexible approach that responds to real situations that you may face, such as the following. Work on 2 or more project phases at the same time to meet tight deadline. Working on the next phase before you complete the current one increases the risk that you may have to redo tasks, which may cause you to miss deadline and spend more resources than you originally planned. If you choose these strategies, be sure people understand the potential risks and costs associated. Second, learn by doing. Despite doing your best to assess feasibility and develop detailed plan, you may realize you can't achieve what you thought you could. When this situation happens, you need to return to the earlier project phases and rethink them in light of the new information you have acquired. Finally, sometimes things change unexpectedly. Your initial feasibility and benefit assessments are sound, and your plan is detailed and realistic. However, certain key project team members leave the organizations without warning during the projects, or a new technology emerges and it is more appropriate to use than the one in your original plan. Because ignoring this occurrence may seriously jeopardize your project success, you need to return to the earlier project phase and rethink them in light of this new reality. In conclusion, great project management means much more than keeping project management iron triangle in check, delivering on time, budgets, and scope. It unites clients and team, create a vision for success, and get everyone on the same page of what's needed to stay on track for success. When projects are managed properly, there is a positive impact that reverberates beyond the delivery of the stuff. In conclusion, project management is essential. This is all for these chapters. Thank you for listening.